Hi everyone, I'm Tom and this is Parks and Places Online. Today I'm doing a product review of DJI's Mavic Mini. It's DJI's smallest, lightest, and least expensive drone. It's marketed to people like me, people that don't want to spend too much money on a drone, but are still looking to get good quality video, aerial video footage. The basic package includes the drone, the controller, and one battery. This is the battery. So this and some cables. So this is what you get with the basic package. This is $400. Now you can get the Fly More package, which is what I got. That includes 2 extra batteries, a charger, and most importantly for me, a carrying case. Folded up, the drone is only this big. They say you can put it in your pocket, but you'd have to take the propellers off before you do that, otherwise you'd end up messing up the propellers. But really, really tiny drone. These unscrew and get stored inside the controller. They snap in place. Folds in, the antenna do fold in as well. So this is the size of the controller. So you've got the drone and the controller, both very small sized. This is the carrying case that comes with it. So when you buy the Fly More package, it includes 2 extra batteries, and this battery charger. So the battery charger allows you to charge all 3 of the batteries without having to rechange the cables. If you don't get the Fly More package, then you put the single battery into the back of the drone and then you charge it directly into the drone. But with the Fly More package, you get not just 3 batteries, but you get this nice battery charger to charge all 3. And you get this nice travel case. So also included are some USB charging cables, cable to connect the controller to your phone, some extra props. What's wonderful about this is that all of this stores nicely in the case. And that's it. So the drone, the controller, actually all the cords, the battery, 3 batteries, the charger, everything goes in this nice little mini case. Love it. So what's the good and bad about this drone? So I've already got it in the air and flew it around, did 1 test. And so I can share you my experiences of my first flight. So the pros. First off, this drone weighs 249 grams. Why is that so important that it's not 250? Because there are laws that exist in the United States, Canada, and I think the UK that pertain to drones that are over 250 grams. Now, does that mean that you don't have to pay any rules? No, for flying any drone, regardless of its size, there's a set of rules that you should be obeying, including, for example, don't fly it over 400 feet. But if it's over 250 grams, then you're required to be registered with the FAA. So it's nice to not have to worry about keeping up your FAA drone license. Without getting into the specifics of the image resolution and the frames per second, let me just simply judge the video quality by how it looks. You can judge that for yourself when you look at the results of my first flight at the end of this review. The video quality is good. The image stabilization is also very good. It doesn't, in my opinion, matter how great the quality of your video is, of the resolution of your video is, if it's all jerky and shaky. So this has a 3-axis gimbal. So this camera here is on a gimbal so that it stays steady regardless of the shakiness of the drone and the wind or how you're flying it. So great video quality and great image stabilization. Ease of flight also. The drone is, on my first flight, I didn't take it out in a windy day. It has a nice mild breeze. So being able to fly your drone with minimal fighting the wind is important for me. So I had no problems in a mild breeze. So the easy to fly using the app seemed easy. So no problems with keeping it steady in the sky. So those are the pros about the drone. Being under 250 grams, you don't have to license it. Great video quality, great image stabilization, and easy to fly. Now for the cons. The app for the drone will only run on a phone that's 64-bit, which means it won't run on my Samsung J7 Crown phone. It will run on Darlene's Samsung S7 though. I think it's a miss for DJI because they have an entry model drone, but it won't work with an entry model phone. So I think that's a big miss for them. Another con is that this drone has within it a GPS and knowledge of all the restricted airspace in the United States. So it will not even take off if it is in restricted airspace, which sounds good maybe to you, but I live not too far from O'Hare Airport. So I can't even take this off in my backyard to try to fly 10 feet off the ground. So, it has built in the ability to only fly up to 400 feet and not fly any higher than that. Why couldn't they have enhanced this so that if it's in restricted airspace, it can only fly 30 feet? That way you can fly it around in your backyard, and you're still lower than any trees, so it would be perfectly safe as far as airspace is concerned. So I think that's another big miss. The third con is related to the controller. So the controller has only one port. There's the port over here. So it's for both input and output. So as a child, we're taught how to put square pegs in square holes and round pegs in round holes. But with this, you're required to put a round peg into a square hole. And with extremely, I'll get a close-up of this, extremely little diagram next to the port that tells you the orientation that you have to put the USB cable into the port. So, and there's nothing in the instructions that mention this at all. So it took me an embarrassingly long amount of time to figure out how to charge the remote. So I don't know why they just didn't put 2 ports on the remote. To me, that would have been would have added a little bit more to the cost, I'm sure, but this seems like a miss. But overall, I like it. Most importantly for me is the price and the great video quality. I will now show you the results of my first flight with my drone, and you can judge the video quality for yourself. Hope you liked this review. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and you can subscribe to my channel. Normally what I do is I talk about parks and places that we visited. Have a great day.